Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aftab Khan and I'm a registered migration agent in Australia. In this video, I'm going to give you the latest updates on general skilled migration invitations for the year 2025-2026, specifically for the subclass 190 skilled nominated visa and the subclass 491 work regional visa. If you are planning to migrate to Australia through the skilled migration pathway, this update is very important for you because the system has changed significantly. And today it's no longer just about points. In 2026, factors like your occupation demand, your employment location, your connection to the state, and your overall migration strategy can make a much bigger difference than simply having a high score. So in this video, I'll walk you through the most recent invitation trends in each Australian state and territory, and more importantly, what these trends mean for your chances of getting nominated. Let's start with the New South Wales. So New South Wales conducted its most recent targeted invitation round on 4th of March 2026. This round focused heavily on industries such as construction, healthcare, and information technology. Occupations invited were architects, carpenters, civil engineers, community workers, and developer programmers. The points range varied significantly from around 70 points up to 110 points, depending on the occupation and the strength of the applicant's profile. But here is the important update that the subclass 491 program in New South Wales is now closed because the state has already filled its allocated places. If you are targeting the New South Wales right now, the subclass 190 is effectively the only available pathway, at least until the new migration program year begins. So now let's talk about Victoria. Victoria continues to operate a rolling invitation system based on registration of interest, commonly known as RY. Instead of fixed invitation rounds, the state selects candidates continuously throughout the year. Recent invitations in March 2026 showed something very interesting. Some onshore applicants received invitations with as low as 65 points, but this doesn't mean that the system is easier. It means the selection criteria have shifted. In Victoria, having skilled employment is often more important than having high points. Healthcare workers, constructions, and engineer professionals remain in the strong demand. However, ICT professionals typically need higher points and stronger employment evidence. So the key message here is very simple. If you are planning in your nominated occupation in Victoria, your chances can improve significantly even if your points are not extremely high. Queensland held its latest invitation round on 12th of March 2026, covering both the subclass 190 and 491 visas. This round strongly targeted construction and infrastructure roles, and this trend is expected to continue for many years. One major reason is the massive infrastructure pipeline linked to the preparation for the 2032 Brisbane Olympic Games. Now here is a very positive development. Queensland has started recognizing casual and self-employed work in the construction sector as well. This is a big change because previously many applicants were ineligible because their employment did not meet the strict full-time criteria. Now more candidates, especially tradies and subcontractors, may qualify for this. In recent rounds, invitations have been issued from around 65 points, making Queensland one of the most accessible states for eligible workers. Now let's talk about South Australia. So South Australia continues to be one of the most active and accessible states for the skilled migrants. In 2026 alone, the state issued more than 400 invitations across both subclass 190 and subclass 491 visas. Healthcare professionals received the largest share of invitations. This was followed by the engineering occupations and construction trades. South Australia typically runs regular monthly invitation rounds, and the points range generally falls between 65 to 85 points, depending on occupation demand. For many applicants who are flexible about the location and willing to live outside of the eastern capital cities, South Australia remains one of the strongest pathways to state nomination. Western Australia conducted a targeted construction-only invitation round on 5th of March 2026. Trades such as glazier, painters, and construction workers specifically invited. In some cases, invitations were issued with points as low as 65 to 70 points. Western Australia is increasingly using industry-specific invitation rounds rather than broad general draws. This means that the state is focusing very closely on occupations that match immediate labor shortages. So if your occupation is aligned with a priority industry, your chances can improve significantly. But if your occupation is not currently in the demand, even a high point score may not be enough for you. So Tasmania continues to run weekly invitation rounds using its unique system based on priority attributes. The most recent rounds confirm that the Subclass 190 invitations are mostly limited to high priority candidates, while the Subclass 491 invitations continue under regional pathways. But Tasmania is very clear about one thing: points alone do not determine selection. What matters most is your genuine connection to the state. This includes living in Tasmania, working in Tasmania, or studying in Tasmania. For applicants who are willing to stay in the state for longer, Tasmania remains one of the most realistic pathways to nomination. The Australian Capital Territory held its most recent Canberra Matrix invitation round on 12th of March 2026. Nearly 500 invitations were issued across the Subclass 190 and the Subclass 491 visa. However, most invitations went to Canberra residents and applicants in critical skill occupations. Offshore applicants received a smaller share as well. The ACT still has nomination places remaining, with the final rounds expected later in the program year. The Northern Territory General Skill Migration Program is currently closed. The state reached its full allocation in March 2026. However, alternative pathways such as employer-sponsored options may still be available for eligible applicants. So overall, the strategy matters more than ever. Let me leave you with one very important message. The skilled migration system in Australia in 2026 has changed. State nomination is no longer just about points. Today, success depends on your occupation demand, your employment situation, your location, and your long-term commitment to the state. In many cases, choosing the right state can be just as important as choosing the right visa for you. A well-planned migration strategy can mean the difference between waiting for years and receiving an invitation sooner. If you would like a professional assessment for your profile, or if you are unsure which state offers the best pathway for you, you can contact us for a personalized migration advice. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe with others who are planning their migration journey to Australia. Thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.